Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm welcome to something a little bit different from both of us here at NGW, and today it is kind of an overview, I guess, of something that I've been building over the course of all the lockdowns we've had in the UK, and many of you may remember. Probably about almost 2 years ago now, there was a video that went up for a period of time. I don't know if it's still on the channel. That me and Matt did of building the quarry that we live next to. Unfortunately, we lost that layout due to some people that basically cleared Matt's house. When he moved, they didn't realise that that was in the pile we wanted to keep, and they accidentally got rid of it. But yeah, enough of that. So anyway, I originally built this, which is the station of where me and Matt used to live, in a place called Tytherington in South Gloss. And the station is no longer there. This is literally all trees now. But back in the 50s, Tytherington had a station. The walkway went off and down the hill into what is the village. And basically everything on this dice is scratch built. The only thing that isn't scratch built is this clump of trees. There's a woodland scene, except for I've obviously dotted at the bottom. This station building I scratch built. I've literally just redone the roof as well. That's why these pieces are grey and there's no like edging stones or anything, because I've literally about 10 minutes ago finished putting all of the lattice pieces along there, and I still got to paint one side over there. I also got to stick this telegraph wire off because it is fallen down just when it was stored. Obviously I got to do a lot of static grass as well all along this bank, and make like a hedgerow along the bottom as well. But yeah, there is a little like storage yard over there where the trains will come from. That, if you know where it is, and some of you might, that down that way is towards the 8, and then going this way is towards Thornbury. Now, I've built this layout during the period of the early, well, I'm just going to say the entire 50s, because the station was shut later on, towards the end of the 50s, early 60s. There's still a few things to do. Obviously, I need a few more people. This little box van here is going to be going, I'd actually cut this in half, or maybe even more than half, and that is going to sit at the back there instead of that fence, mainly because the actual station had that there, had a grounded van body as a storage shed, where workers at the station actually put their bikes and stuff, so I'm going to include that. But yeah, I put bushes and there's some flowers and that along. If I get a little bit closer, you can see the flowers along there. There's a few reds, like roses and stuff, all along the bushes. And obviously, as you can see, guys, I've rusted up the rails as well, because it's a branch line. It wasn't looked after. I mean, I will do an update once this station roof's finished. Obviously, these two end pieces have been painted black to match the roof, and there'll be some edging stones all the way up and along the top. And there'll be a small electric wire coming from this telegraph pole down into the back of here, once that's done as well. And I've also added 2 quarry looking workers there. Once lockdown's over, I'm going to get a load more people, and just like a station master just stood watching go by. Now this bridge is actually scratch built as well at card, and this actually resembles the actual road bridge that's there. It's pretty much exact, with the pavement as well underneath and the little edging stones, etc. And this is all it was. It's just a little end to end at a fill yard there, and yeah, that's all it was meant to be. However, over the second lockdown, I have got extremely bored, And yeah, I have added the quarry, Tytherington Quarry. Now, the only bit that I don't like is I need to paint the brown from basically there all the way down, and just leaves this little grey patch here, because that's going to be started grass and bushes and trees that leads off up there. And obviously, as you can see, the track is not ballasted, nor is it rusted yet, but it has got power to it. The power comes from here. As you can see, these are the power feed lines for the actual line down that way. And there's another set right at the bottom. You may be able to see it through that hole down there. And there's actually a set just here as well, but you can't see it's covered. And then these two wires lead off of the station board and go into this terminal block, which is the quarry board, which powers the whole line. As you can see, I've started scratch building some of the buildings as well, because they were very unique buildings for the time period and for the location that they were at. So far, we have, sorry, just moving my toolbox. So far we have the overloader I've made with a conveyor belt. It still needs painting, but that's where it's going to be situated. I need to make another leg as well to go on there, but I've made like a little walkway down tree that goes along, that went up and along the back and around this side, obviously. I have also made the conveyor that actually would go over there to actually load the trains. As you can see, that bit isn't painted yet. So yeah, that's why that bit's not attached yet, is that this piece needs to be painted up and add a little cover onto it. And this is some stone silos that actually drop the stone onto a conveyor belt, which I haven't built yet, which will go along and then up into the bottom piece of this, which would load the trains. So where this piece is where I've got to put a conveyor belt box onto. And yeah, that's how the trains were loaded. I've got some buildings to go along the back where this join is, the back scene as well. There's a building there is quite a tall building to go here, but further back. So that's going to be a low relief like this, but slightly thinner still. So it looks like it's further back. And as you can see, I've started modifying some of my wagons to actually have quarry stone rubble in and a guards van. Now I haven't added it yet, but there's going to be a magnet here, which is where the train drops the rate of wagons that you had, and then it would go all the way back along into the tunnel and then push the rest of the trucks actually through until the final one was loaded, and then it would pull all the way back from that and just go back down into Yate and Bristol and wherever it needed to go. Now obviously this whole hill along the front here as well needs to have a second coat of brown, and then we'll get started grass as well, but I need to get some started grass, and that's what I'm waiting for the shops to open, or if I can do it online, but I'm moving house, so priorities is that at the moment. Unfortunately I can't get anything running today because again I'm moving, so I've packed a lot of like the power supply and stuff. I've packed it all ready to move. We're moving in like, I don't know when this video will out, but about it'd be on Friday the 12th of February. But I'm hoping that over that weekend I've actually got a shed, so I can get the layout out properly in some daylight. Hopefully it won't be raining, and we can get the layout going, and I can give you a quick running show, really, a running session of the train coming from down all the way down there, bringing the rate of wagons up. This bit actually cuts out a period of the village, but it's just barren trees. So to save track, money, and basically people's time, I've got it so that kind of cuts it out. And there'll be a little information piece here that I'm going to put on. And then, yeah, it'll come through the tunnel up into there. Now, I have, because this set of points is part of, obviously, the main scene, it has got a track rod, which if I just show you what that is you literally pull it and push it, and it literally changes the points. However, I have not done it down this end, mainly because this is in the fiddle yard and I can just do that. so no one's going to see it. And this will eventually, hopefully, be exhibited at numerous different model railway exhibitions once COVID's done, to go along with my other layout, which I've spent a lot of lockdown doing. It was actually after I built this one, after I built this part, so I started making it. I spent most of my time on that, based on the Titfield Thunderbolt. Everything on that is scratch built as well, including the station building, literally from a piece of card all the way to a station. It's got cameo scenes from the film. But anyway, enough about that one. But yeah, there'll be a magnet in the track, like I said, up there. It's on top of them, so that no handed dog can be used or anything. And obviously I'm actually moving, if you didn't already know, I'm moving house next to Matt, pretty much, just down the road. So we can get Matt involved with the layout as well. Obviously, after lockdown's been lifted and we don't break lockdown rules, etc. Because obviously at the moment I'm doing this all on my own. It would be good to have some help from Matt, you know, whether that be painting, running it, helping me run it, setting it up. So yeah, I mean, it's not hard to put together either. It's literally 2 latches, one there, and then there's one on the front as well, which is just split. It does like that, and then you release this bolt till it keeps it at the same level, and it just comes away like that. And then when you want to put it back together, make sure that the track lines up inside like that. Put that bolt through just to make sure it's in line, and then yeah, clip it together. Same with the front, you clip it together. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. It just clips to there like that, and the track goes through like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys. Just trying to show you what I've been doing, because I've not been in a lot of the streams due to personal reasons and family reasons. Obviously moving, we've been packing a lot, there's not a lot left. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed. I'll be back soon on streams, especially after I've settled in at the new house. And until next time, guys, peace.